Intertwined podcast. I'm your host, Paris.
And I'm Will.
And it's Valentine's Day.
Not really. I thought you were going to do the whole, and we're insert new idea, random word for the topic. But that's why we have the red blanket.
Oh, nothing's
right?
ever related to the topic.
Oh, I guess you always just say, and we're dating. Or I'm just biased because that's what I remember from the first episode because that's what you said.
Well, that's because it was the first episode. I had to introduce us.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like how did we know each other?
Yeah, you
were dating.
So it's the fourth week of the year, and we already played ourselves in the
Is
third
it really?
week. Yeah, I think. I can't visualize it in my head right now, but
Well, it was Martin Luther King's birthday, so
Wait,
I had to take the entire
was
week
it?
off.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's my
Nah,
civil
you're
right.
Yeah. I was okay. Well, we're back. Only 1 week off.
Oh, wait till February. I get every week off.
Yeah, I'm
The
just gonna be
bias,
sitting,
just Will.
just sitting in the corner. What am I even talking about?
Black history.
It's just me reading history in a book, so it's 100% accurate for educational purposes too. I'm just sitting there reading 40 minutes.
No,
No
teach.
stops.
You'll teach real Black history.
Yeah, but I'm going to be reading it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fluency. It's like an audiobook. Did your school have fluency tests growing up? You would
What do
have
mean?
to sit.
Oh, like reading?
Yes. You would have to sit with a teacher one-on-one.
Yes.
And they would
Right.
give you a piece of paper.
Yeah, and it had paper covering. Wait, keep going.
And it would, I don't know if it had paper covering. It was just what you're supposed to read. And she would have you read the paragraph out loud to her or him.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they decided how fluent you were based off of that.
What? No. What do you? How do you
It's
even answer that
fluency.
question?
It's a fluency test.
You're 78% good at reading.
Yes, out loud. From looking at a piece of paper and reading out loud. It's a fluency test.
What?
You guys didn't have fluency tests?
No, well, I think so, but they measured it in how fast you can read. How many words per minute can you read? So they would give you a piece of paper with a paragraph, which if you were really good, which was not me, you would read all the way down the page.
Yes, and that's the fluency test.
No,
they
but
would
they
mark
didn't-
where you ended, and they would be like, okay, this child is good or bad at reading.
No, but like the
out loud.
the words, they didn't want you to read ahead, so you could fully focus on what you're actually reading. So the paper covered the next line, so you had to move it down every time you wrote down a line.
You don't
And
think
then
that
would-
was so that you remembered which line you were on?
I mean, maybe it was, but either way, it didn't matter to me
When
because I
did you
don't read
stop
fast.
having fluency tests? Oh, you weren't good at fluency?
No, no, I'm like,
Oh.
no, I read
I was
very
great.
slow because I couldn't fucking read. I couldn't see. I couldn't see the goddamn words. No, we did. I think the last one we did was
Didn't
in
you
fifth
get
grade.
glasses as
Yeah,
a
when
baby?
I was 3. Yeah.
How did you not see the words by the
Because-
time that it was time for fluency tests? You had contacts.
I did actually.
So what's happening?
It's hard to see. Take it for granted. The biggest thing, seeing. It's hard to see. But they stopped doing them in 5th grade. I think. I don't remember doing that in middle school.
Whenever we did popcorn reading in high school, all I could think about was, damn, they never should have stopped doing fluency tests because, especially if we did the reading through the line,
You did popcorn reading in
all
high
the way
school?
up till senior year English. But sometimes
We
we
did
would
not.
be reading and we would go down the lines
Oh.
of the chairs, and sometimes we would get to some students, and this is okay, mind you, this is the thought
She's
of
about to
this is
bully.
the thought of a student.
She's about to
No,
bully.
I'm not about to bully. I
okay.
never said anything mean to
Okay,
anybody else.
Okay, keep
because
talking.
my mom said if I didn't have anything nice to say, not to say anything at
Okay,
all.
keep talking.
Okay, this is the thoughts of a fluent child trying to get through the book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, mind you, senior year I had 6th period English, so it was
had
all
7.
kids who were all dead at the end of the day, like
Okay.
pooped.
More context that
Holly
does
was
not
in
matter.
that class.
Oh, funny.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Oh, we have some stories.
Okay.
We wrote our last project because the pandemic started partway through my senior year.
Yeah.
Was a long poem about Michael Jackson.
Okay, continue on to the first story. In English,
so good.
you're going line by line.
No, seat by seat.
yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
we would go down the rows of seats,
Yeah.
desks.
Yes.
Okay, and sometimes we would get to a kid and I would just be like, dang, like we've really stopped doing fluency in 5th grade. And
I know
mind
how
you,
you
we
feel.
stopped doing fluency in 5th grade. However, from 7th grade until senior year in high school, every once in a while in one of these classes, they'd have us read out loud.
Yeah.
So I would just, senior year, I was always so baffled
Is there like an example
and
of
so
like
shocked when we would get to a kid
and
and it would take us like 10 minutes to read the paragraph. Or they would just like say do pauses wrong with periods and commas. It was like run on
That's tough.
sentence central, and I just
Oh, that pissed me off
like
when people don't
in the
pause for a
in the
period.
brain of a teenage
Yeah.
student, I would get so frustrated. And now as an adult that
Yeah.
worked with high school students for the last year,
You're more angry.
I have so much heart for them. And I feel so bad. Well, granted, the seniors that I was working with last year, those were the pandemic middle schoolers that got hit really hard with
That's
the
true.
social, the reading comprehension, math,
That's true.
everything.
I thought
But
you were gonna.
yeah, no, just every once in a while as a senior, I'd be like, dang, you guys can't read. And not in like a making fun of anyone. I would never make fun of anybody ever for not being able to read. I blame our education system.
It is.
For that, and
it's just tough.
You know, the way that we take care of children here. But
what I hated
like
was,
it makes me so sad now. But I'm like, dang.
No, in the moment
that was
it's
really
annoying.
a test. Like,
yeah,
we were really being graded on our ability to read clearly out loud
which
to
doesn't
our
have
teachers privately.
That just doesn't have
And
a use.
at some point, that just got thrown out of the window, and kids would just have to sit there and stumble through paragraphs.
Yep.
In class. That's so not right.
No, I was gonna say what was dumb in our English class. I think the last time we would have done popcorn reading. Well, when I got to senior year, my teacher would look up while we were like reading if we were gonna read as a class, and she would pick on people that were probably not paying attention. And so you always had to be ready, because if it's through the line, you could kind of gauge like, oh, I should probably pay attention now, and then follow.
Not
what we're
senior
doing.
year English,
But
for me,
senior, it was like, hey,
I was
Will,
in a
you
class
read next.
with some kids that kind
of. Oh, well, either way, in 10th grade, they had us do line by line, except they were like, you can read as much as you want. And then when you're done, you'll stop, and the next person will just start.
So we would do that. The issue with that is that sometimes the illiterate kids would want to read more. And I was like, stop, please stop.
That didn't happen.
And I was one of the more literate kids that was just like, I did my time. Listen, you gave me the shortest paragraph. That's what I read. Keep it pushing. Yeah, so.
No, I was really slow at reading.
That just really came to mind.
I don't think I said that on the. I used to. I don't even know if you know how awful.
I feel like we're unpacking
reading.
A lot.
I was
how awful you are at reading.
Yeah,
well,
like
I know.
in general. You're like signals, text.
No. Yes.
No.
But no.
Like,
no. Sometimes you'll get an email and you'll be like,
okay,
oh my God,
sue me.
Oh my God, we have to do this.
I will read
this
just the
and
title.
We have a day, and I'm like,
sue me.
That says that that's happening in 3 weeks.
I will read the title and then circle back to it, and then I'll forget to circle back to it until it's of the time that I needed to know. Okay, no, I used to be so bad at reading nonfiction. So basically, this is, I don't know if your school had
I completely understand. I get to the end of our reading section and be like, I don't know.
This is like elementary school. In elementary school, you had to read like 3 books a semester or something and take a test. And it was AR reading.
On the computer,
That's what ours was called. Yes.
That's what it is.
And you had to get a score. I think it was out of 100.
I was so bad at taking my AR test.
Same.
That never ended.
Yo, high five. I appreciate that you can relate to that, because what I'm about to tell you is so bad.
No. They would do my reading log, and my mom would sign that we read the Bible because we went to church.
No.
And that was my reading.
Okay. I read the shit, but I did not retain any of it. And so the hack that I found was 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. I swear I only read fiction books. I only read fiction books.
Yes, because they're so easy. Junie B. Jones, The Magic Treehouse.
The Magic Treehouse. Wiley and Grandpa was one that a lot of them I also skimmed, like Goosebumps. I like them because everyone else liked them, but I don't actually remember reading them.
And my friends would plot on the same books, and we would sit there at the computer next to each other and take the AR test at the same time.
Oh, that's crazy. No, basically, I would always read fiction books. And then it came to 4th grade. My teacher was like, hey, so I noticed you
only read books now.
You only read. No, it did not have to be long. She literally went, I noticed you read a lot of fiction. you should read nonfiction for a change because we need
Why
to
would she
balance
force
it.
you to do that?
Because you were supposed to apparently read both types up till 5th grade, but I swear I didn't. I swear I only
I believe you.
or I read the Who Was, and it was about historical figures, so that counted
I
as
never read
fictional.
those.
Oh, they're good, but like that I didn't do, and so I'm literally, I swear I was either in 2nd grade or 4th grade. I was even number grade, elementary school, and I could not find a book. It took like a week to find a book that I would tolerate. So the book I picked is a fucking like 9-page picture book about fucking trucks.
Oh my god, I chose a picture book
It's
once
literally
too.
it was not even, it was just pictures, like photos of like construction trucks, and it was literally like 10 pages. I took that test not once, not twice. I failed that shit 3 times.
No.
And it was a 10-page book.
Did your teacher ever let you take the test with the book next to you?
No, no, I don't think so. But like, I just was so not tuned in because I don't give a fuck about trucks. I don't give a fuck about if it's real or not. There's no story. I don't want to read a biography about someone because I'm too young.
Book.
There was no story. It literally was.
Well, if it was a picture book, of course there was no story.
It literally was like, this truck weighs X amount of weight, and then the question says, how much weight does this truck weigh? And my brain's like, it doesn't fucking matter because its job is to lift shit up and put it down. Why does it matter how much it weighs? How much does this rock weigh? It doesn't matter. It's there in a picture because it's pretty. So it was funny because it probably was the first time my mom got told outside of like school, like, hey, your son is like really struggling. And I literally remember clicking finish and it said like 57%.
No.
And I was like, there's no fucking way. That's not me.
Our educational experiences were so different, but I'm so glad that we had that in common. I hated AR tests.
I did too. And I didn't know it was the same in other states.
And now that I think back, being a kid in like 1st, 2nd, maybe like even 3rd grade, I know some 3rd graders, even 3rd graders. I can see why both of my parents worked full-time jobs. I will give them that. But I can see there being an extra struggle when it's like, well, my mom's not reading the book with me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, it's their first time here and they don't know how to read. They're learning.
Yeah.
I think somebody should help. What if they read it wrong? And that's why they're failing their AR test.
I had no excuse. I was getting help. I just could not retain it.
That's so funny.
What a segue.
What does that say, Anaya? Huh? What?
I hated reading.
Okay, but, well, since we're on the topic of being children,
yeah,
I guess we could go into the topic of having children and the experience that you had this last week. Okay.
Clarifying.
Now we all know there's a lady online with a list on reasons why you shouldn't have children.
Okay.
This week I was strapped to my bed.
Yeah.
So all I had as options was television and doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Do I also have books? Yes, that was a third option. I wasn't interested in it. I just couldn't. I kept falling asleep, so I couldn't stay awake long enough to be like, oh, I can read this book and bookmark at a good stop. It was going to be like, oh, shoot, I have to start over. Yeah. So, television or doom scrolling? Television and doom scrolling.
Yeah, she's an iPad kid for that. Every time I went in a room, it was
hold on. I was doing large screen, little screen. And while I was doing large screen, little screen, I learned on the little screen because I was on my phone. I didn't touch my iPad this week. Thank you.
Okay.
I saw the lady with the list.
Yeah.
The lady with the list said that apparently, okay, you know how mammals they breastfeed, right?
Yeah.
And they have a line of nipples.
Yes.
Those are like mammary ducts. Apparently, we have those. And they run from our arm all the way down to our pelvis. So at any point when you are lactating, you can develop extra milk anywhere down that line. What? And when you squeeze it, so a lot of people have been getting extra milk in their armpits. And they can squeeze the milk out.
What is going on? What are you
of their armpits?
An armpit is a hole. What are you squeezing? What are you?
I'm telling you that during pregnancy or breastfeeding, when the lady is lactating,
Yeah.
Stay with me.
I'm
The lady, let me move this.
okay.
When the lady is lactating,
Yeah.
that lactation, the milk,
Okay.
can develop anywhere down
That's
those
crazy.
mammary ducts, which, as I just said,
Yeah.
go from your arm
Oh,
all the way down to your pelvis, which
you're
means anywhere along that pretty much milk pipe,
Mhm.
you can have a sack of milk. Pretty much. Pretty much. Do your own research.
Was that the fact?
Okay.
Or is this relating?
This is the lady with the list.
Okay.
Okay. You can squeeze. Okay, because you can just start producing milk down those ducts, down that line of ducts.
Okay.
Some people get buildup of milk in their armpits.
What?
And to get it out,
What?
they have to milk their armpits. Now, you don't believe me because you're a man, and I'm a woman telling you this, and I will show you the video of the lady milking her armpit, and it is not AI.
I'm more confused about how this related
This is real.
to the conversation.
Hold on. So, the lady with the list. I know that I don't want to have children.
Yes.
There is a lady with the list that occasionally pops up on my feed and gives me another reason to not want to have children.
Go. Circle back. Okay. I was
Stay with me.
I am. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I have my reasons.
Okay.
One of them is that I don't want to milk my armpits.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Oh, I see what you were saying. Okay. So yeah, no, this week was definitely a humbling week for Will, learning single moms specifically, but moms in general. Yeah, that's
single dads too.
That's fucking that's true. And just parenting, because since you were sick and you were bedridden the whole week, I haven't had to take as much care of you as direct for that long for a while. Because even when you had COVID, like I think the first time, like I didn't get COVID when you had it. You were just chilling on the couch and you could
self-medicating in my
you
bubble.
were quick with that. So like you felt sick, but you weren't. I don't know. So this taking care of you for the whole week, going to work, and then coming back, and then you have to still do everything. Just gave me a little bit of a glimpse into that's parenting.
It gave you a glimpse into motherhood.
And I was like, fuck that. That's crazy. That's so like that works if I like just don't want a career.
It was actually, really. I'll say, like a legitimate experience for you too,
because it really was.
It wasn't just wake up, cook, set things out,
it was
leave, come back, clean, cook, and do it again. It was literally like how a baby wakes up in the middle of the night and is crying and needs to be changed or fed or whatever. Where in the middle, like I was on a strict schedule with medications around the clock. So on a strict schedule, we had to get up at 3 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever the time was on the day. And I couldn't just take my medication. I had to eat before I took my medication.
So then I would get up and then that's actually crazy. That was why this week was fucking hell. Because I don't think I've ever, I normally just don't not get 8 hours of sleep in a row. Mm-hmm. I always sleep, even if it's not 8 hours, I will always sleep one time in a row. Even if I like turn over, but I don't.
Sleep isn't a thing for you.
Yes. And so getting up and then the kicker of, I need to, which meant the night before I needed to figure out food or snack for you in the middle of the night or in the morning, because I'm not waking up and then doing that, because then I'm going to be awake and then I'm going to be fucked for work.
I'm so sad, but also glad that we ran out of trash bags because we forgot my Cliff Bars. We never got my Cliff Bars.
Oh, we have the 5. We didn't get groceries. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, that was crazy. Because the fact that it also happened for a week and it wasn't just like one day or 2 days, it was like, straight. I'm like coming back to this every day, and there's no workaround with the strict medication schedule. There was no like, you're sick. You're not like able to get up and just like do everything. So it was literally go to work, come back, clean. The dishes wasn't as annoying, I guess, as I initially thought, which was cool, because I was washing
here just slinging around plates or anything on my own.
I literally was washing the dishes probably 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And because right after I'd have to cook, I would need to clean them.
It actually was the first moment that I was like, a dishwasher would be a game changer.
Yeah, because your boy still never had a dishwasher. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you've never had that. You've never had not having a dishwasher ever?
Yeah, I have.
No. Like, I only know life without a dishwasher
Oh.
because I didn't have it.
Yeah.
And yeah, making the snacks and then making the food, and then by the time I'm done to have like my alone time or work time on a project, it's already 9:30, and that's not even like debriefing how
Right, coming
fuckery the
home and
world
getting to
is that I need to
decompress from
decompress.
everything, from work.
So yeah, and then also because you would take medicine at like 6 or whatever, then it would have to stay up late till midnight. So then
And then the
yeah,
cycle repeated.
yeah. So no, that was
Not for the foreseeable future.
that was a good experiment, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. I would say I don't think I had to sign up to know that, but now that I have experienced that, I'm definitely like, no, that's
Not a walk in the park.
no,
Not that
even
we've ever thought that
not
it
even
would
that,
be, ever.
but like it definitely pushes me more to like, no. Like you gotta really want that
Children, to
because
give
like
them a proper
because I was
experience.
explaining, I'm like, if there's a child that is starving or something and I have to pick between a child and my job, of course I'm going to pick the child. But as of right now, because I don't have a child, I don't want to fucking attain to that because I want a
You
career.
don't want to commit to that if you don't have to.
So yeah, that was if you want a for Valentine's Day, if you are in a relationship and you want to experience what that shit would be like, just refuse to do don't do anything. Do not do anything, and then have your partner do everything, and then they will get an idea as to what taking care of a kid would be like. And that was regardless of a screaming non-stop talking voice of like a baby.
That's true. I didn't make too much
we
noise.
also have not had a pet together. Like, I feel like
that's true.
They're not comparable, but there's more of a routine.
So because of this experience, Will knows what it's like for single parents,
Yeah,
or for
to a
mothers who are in marriages where they're still a single parent. You feel me?
To a small degree.
So, yes, on a very small scale.
Yes.
You understand slightly.
For a week.
Because I didn't ask you to read anything to me.
Nope. I didn't have to. Oh my god.
You didn't have to read my AR books with me.
No.
Or help me with my homework.
Or you didn't run in the kitchen and say, "Why do you suck at this?" And
Mom,
then run away.
Threw up.
Yeah. Mom,
Point is,
I spilled.
We have a lot of growing respect for parents and people who decide to be parents outside.
Because I was just.
And this is actually the announcement of our babysitting service. We are opening up a daycare because you parents need a break. Oh my god.
Oh no, that was
a rough and tough week.
No, that was rough.
But
we made it through.
One. That's where we were on Wednesday instead of in your Spotify or on your YouTube.
Yep.
Will was hard at work and I was doing big screen, little screen. Watching the lady with the list talk about the milk in the armpits.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please look it up because that was terrifying.
I know that we've kind of gone the length of time we want to make episodes shorter for.
Yes, but I was going to say, on that note, you got to experience what that was like alone. We haven't gotten to experience what that's like together because we don't own anything alive.
Yeah.
Together, whether that's plants. We don't own plants.
Yeah,
we don't have a fish. We don't have a pet or anything.
And I feel like that's an intro to having a short reminder of like, oh shit, I have to feed this living thing. Because,
oh, for sure. Yeah. And getting to be like, oh, I love this thing, and we get to love this thing together. Mm-hmm. For now, our relationship is our baby.
Yeah, because I guess just to the fish thing is really funny. When we started dating after like
I think
2 years,
I've been asking for a fish since probably our 2-year anniversary.
There's context. I was sitting on the couch doing little screen, and I was zoning out, and she said, "Can we get a fish?" And now I thought,
actually, hold on. What happened was that I wanted a fish.
Yes.
For myself.
Yes.
So in my house.
Okay.
But Will told me no.
No, because I just heard, can I have a fish? Can we have a fish? Whatever. I just heard, can you get a living thing? Which means you're going to have responsibility to take care of it, which in the given moment, I was like, there's no, I've seen my brother get fish for free. The fish was free. The fish food was free. And he still had to buy a tank. He had to get the cleaning stuff. He had to clean it all the time. And I'm like, that's just not going to happen. So I don't want to give a pet.
You don't want a fish?
I don't want.
And like,
no.
you just
I
get a
don't want.
fish.
No.
You get one of those snails that
No.
cleans the tank.
No.
And you put a little plant in there that oxygenates the water.
Mm-mm.
And then you just feed them on a schedule.
No, I don't want to get a animal and then it not be living in an optimal, great environment or life.
That sounded like a wonderful environment. He has a little cleaning snail, and he has a plant that oxygenates the water.
No, but
and
buying
he gets
the
fed
tank
on a schedule every day.
buying the tank and then getting the cleaner and then getting the water and then getting the fish. And
the
then
water
the food.
Is free.
How? Where are we putting the tank? I know you said for your house.
I said the water is free. The water's free.
Where?
Out of the sink.
Water free out of the sink. Okay. I don't even know if that's okay for fish to swim in.
What do you mean?
What I don't know. It's probably like fucked. It's California pipes.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
It definitely is.
So then you have to buy the fish, and then you have to buy the fish food all the time, right? Then you have to empty out the tank and clean it. Ideally, probably once a week?
Okay, but it was a thing for
once
us to do together. Not if you get a cleaning snail.
Okay, but then do you know how much a tank costs?
How big of a tank are you thinking?
Well, that
apartment I sent you has a jellyfish tank, an 800 square foot jellyfish tank inside. Sorry,
800 feet?
Yes, square.
It's bigger than the fucking apartment.
Yes, and it's for jellyfish. They are living large.
Either way,
that was
it wasn't as simple as like Cat in the Hat, little fish in the bowl. That's not what I know.
Why not?
Fish as, because
the fish that I had growing up lived in a bowl. Maybe that's why
it's gonna not work. So this clearly ended. What?
I didn't tell you that my fish unalived itself.
No, how? What did it ram into the glass too hard?
No. First of all, that's insane. That's really demented for a fish to do. Sometimes they just jump out of the tank. That's not what mine did. We just walked past the bowl and we were like, where'd the fish go? I've told you this. And then we couldn't figure out where he was at for like a week. And then we were like, all right, well, he must be gone. So we went to clean out the tank and he got trapped inside one of the shells we had put in there.
It took a week for you to be like, I guess.
Yes. We kept looking for him. We kept looking for him. Imagine 5 people standing around a large glass fish tank bowl with little pebbles in it and a shell and 5 faces looking at the bowl like this.
So bad.
Like this. Trying to figure out where the fish was at.
This is not
and we couldn't figure out where the fish was at, but like maybe something weird just happened to him. We knew that fish sometimes jump out of the tank, so we were like, "Well, maybe that is a thing."
What type of
my
fish
cousin's fish jumped out of the tank, so it
died. That's crazy. No, I was gonna say it's not funny.
So he trapped himself inside of a shell, where he got stuck. He got stuck. And we didn't know until we went to clean the tank.
Where was the fish? On the ground? Like on the wood?
No, he was inside of the shell. My cousin's fish.
Yeah, your cousin's fish. Was it just like...
No, it flopped onto the counter. And then I think it flopped onto the floor.
Oh my gosh.
And you know, when the fish is this big, it can't really survive a 4-foot drop to the floor.
Yeah. No, that just reminded me of my grandma's fish. It's not funny, but there was a fish that she got when I was like 7, and that fish was definitely still floating upside down in the tank when I went like 4 years ago.
No.
Yeah, it was still in the tank. And what's crazy is the fish also definitely had like some growth wrong thing with them because they were.
Nemo?
It was not like
Nemo
a little,
had a small arm.
Not a small arm. It looked like the Mickey Mouse logo. With 3 big like it looked like big. It looked big. Like it wasn't like a minnow shaped like fish. It was like
after they die.
No. It looked like that when it was alive because I was like 11. And then it was there when I was 14 and it was alive. I don't even know how long that fish was supposed to live. It was orange though. So I'm like, oh, there's a goldfish. This thing, I don't know how long goldfish live.
Well, if you get
but
them from the OC
not that long.
Fair, a few days.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure this goldfish didn't live for 9 years. So it was still in the fish tank. But no. So that was the debacle of how that got sorted. But
I guess
only crown
you
is
guys will
kinda
see us
one.
next week
With a fish.
with a fish. Maybe.
No. Nope.
It's unlikely.
No. Thank you guys for listening. This has been I did not know that we talked about
This
AR
was
reading for
fun.
fucking 15 minutes.
We did.
Make sure to rate the show, subscribe, follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And yeah, we won't have a week like this past week. So we will see you guys next week.